And to thank the H3 people, especially now that they're doing something in Miami and they announced it today. I had a friend who came last year and he said he was so impressed by what was happening, he was sure that Mashiach was going to walk through the door. And this was before Mashiach became cool recently, so a really big thank you to the H3 people. Why am I here? I'm here because I'm on a mission. My mission is to normalize the Beis Din process, to make the Beis Din the only acceptable and respectful way that Jews resolve their disputes. And the reason why this is my mission is because I've had a front row seat to see that when Jews bring their disputes to secular courts, I'm a lawyer, so it's against my interest to say this, but when they bring them to civil courts, everybody gets destroyed. They destroy themselves, they destroy their families, they destroy neighbors, neighborhoods get torn apart, and tons of innocents are pulled into the fire and machlokas, and the only way to resolve that is through the Beis Din process. And I'm not just talking about the unaffiliated or the assimilated, but the so-called modern Orthodox chill, yeshivish chill, all the different labels we've created to separate Torah Jews. All of them, if they understood that the Beis Din was faster, was cheaper, who doesn't love money, and was also the right thing to do, they would go. So it's a matter of ignorance. So to deal with that ignorance, the Kol in North Miami Beach, which is led by Rabbi Glezer, Rabbi Singer, and the administrator, Rabbi Parsons, in conjunction with my firm, they put together a business halacha awareness initiative. And this essentially has a two-pronged attack at this ignorance against Beis Din. The first is a curriculum of shiurim. They have them cataloged very nicely online. They have every Sunday, they give them Choshe Mishpat and business halacha. And then they have symposiums where they bring in very distinguished dayanim from around the world on legal holidays. And then they also go out into the field. They have lunch and learns at my law firm, they have lunch and learns at other firms and restaurants to go out to the business leaders and to teach them about Choshe Mishpat. But the second prong attack is really the highlight, the centerpiece of the initiative. They got together a group of Shul Rabbanim and otherwise that learn Choshe Mishpat. And just alone to get Shul Rabbanim talking to each other is the achdus of that is worth it. But what practically happens is that they start they're thinking in Choshe Mishpat, and then when they give their shir, they give their divrei Torah, they say some Choshe Mishpat. And in turn, the Baal Batim, they're listening to that. Then when they get in a business dispute, the next logical step is to go to Beis Din. And we're very happy to announce that the Bati Dinim have told us that after we started this initiative about a year ago, many more people from the South Florida area have brought their cases to Beis Din, and we're hoping that the other states and cities can use the initiative as a model to copy it around the world. I'll just close with a very quick story. Rav Noach Weinberg Zatzal, he was once sitting with his nephews, and they're Slonim or Hasidim. He says they're very sharp Hasidim. He calls them Litvish Hasidim. And they go over to him and says, you know, Noach, we knew you back when. We knew you when you were just a clean-shaven American bacher. What did you do to be zocha to bring back so many Jews? I think at that point he brought back maybe 10,000 Jews. Now he's probably brought back hundreds of thousands of Jews. He says, you know, we knew you back when. So he looks at them with his smile and he says, you ever seen Yerushalayim? They have in construction sites. And there's this, connected to the crane, there's this derrick. And the derrick has all the Jerusalem stone, and it's bringing it from one side of the construction site to the other. And underneath the derrick, there's the foreman who puts his hands up. So Rav Noach goes to his nephews, he says, you know, an idiot looks at that and says, wow, look how strong that foreman is. All those bricks he's holding up. But a chacham understands that the derrick is moving, and he's just putting it up there to guide it. So Rav Noach Weinberg says, Hashem said over and over, all Jews will return. In the end, all of us will be Shomer Torah mitzvahs. So a chacham gets his hands underneath and it makes it look like it's his chus, but he's really not doing anything. So if I could be so bold to add one thing, the Beis Din derrick is moving. It will be the only respectable and acceptable way that Yidden resolve their disputes. So if we're chachamim, we'll put our hands underneath. So that when Mashiach Tzidkenu really walks through that door, we'll be ready. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Reb Chaim Cohen, who's a trailblazer in Choshe Mishpat. He's us. Okay.